curious, thoughts on Michael Waldron being rumored to have left Avengers 5. So this came out yesterday that potentially Avengers 5 has lost its writer. This is coming from Nexus Point News, which I'm not, like, this is not someone that is like a highly respected film journalist. This is kind of one of these rumor mill accounts. That doesn't mean they're wrong. It doesn't mean that this isn't true, but it does mean you take it with more than just a grain of salt. You have to go, this is not guaranteed. This is in the rumor ballpark, but it is being rumored that Avengers 5 has lost its writer. So essentially, you had a previous writer attached to the project, as well as Daniel Destin Cretton, the director of Shang-Chi, was working on it. And then at the end of last year, like 7-8 months ago, they dropped out. And the writer of Secret Wars, Michael Waldron, was announced to being writing both Avengers films, which, generally speaking, I would think it's probably a good idea to have one person working on them or one team working on them to have continuity between the two films, assuming that they tie together in some way. And so that's what's been going on for several months. And there have been all sorts of rumors of people being offered the director's chair, and nothing has officially come of any of that yet. So we just kind of been waiting for something official, something concrete, which is, that's what I'm hoping from Comic-Con we'll get in a couple of weeks or next week or whenever that is, that they'll pull out the director and they'll have someone come out and be like, look, ta-da, this is who's doing it, and here's our cast for Avengers 5, and a title, since we lost the title Kang Dynasty, like a concrete, definitive plan, moving forward on it, filming in March, it's happening. So this rumor, I wouldn't call it a report, this rumor coming out now, I don't, how likely is it to be true? I don't know, but with the possibility that next week maybe we're getting some big announcement, there's a version of that plays out in my head where I go, it could make sense that he would be dropping out because they found someone to do the film that wants their own writer, or they're a writer themselves. I don't have speculation on who that is, but potentially they're going to announce who's making this movie next week, which I want them to do. And when they do that, maybe there's some version of the writer swaps out. And when we finally get the movie, it'll be like story by Michael Waldron, screenplay by whoever this person is. So the difference being, like, the idea of when you have the story, you come up with the outline, the major plot beats that we're going to time travel to here, and this is going to be the villain, this is what's going to happen. But that's the story. That's not the same thing as writing the script, the actual what happens, the scenes, the dialogue. There's story and there's script. Maybe that's what's about to happen, is that Waldron is out because we got this new person coming in. But I don't know how likely this is. Maybe there's no validity to it at all. These sorts of things kind of are reported a lot. You get these speculation ones, and when you have a project like this that is cycled through writers, directors so frequently, it's an easy target for these rumor people that some of them don't have the most integrity, and so they say things that they know will get people like me to talk about them, and they'll get retweets, and so they'll say something where there's, what are the odds that they'll get a new writer on this project? Not terribly bad. What are the odds that they'll announce it next week? I mean, it's in the realm of possibility. So you put the rumor out there, and maybe you're making something up. You haven't heard anything, but it might boost your numbers or whatever. It just happens to be true. That's just speculation, but I have no idea if it's true. As I've said many times before, in the current system with the Parliament, I don't really care who the writer is. If they announce that Ryan Coogler is going to write and direct it, I'm more excited about the project because I think that project is more likely to have a distinct creative voice to it and not feel like it was written and directed by committee. Waldron is kind of one of those ones that they cycle through these different projects, and he feels like a little bit company man kind of situation of he's working with the system, taking their notes, doing what they want him to do, where some of these other people, it feels like they get to make the movie they want to make. I want someone that makes the movie they want to make, not committee movie. Probably getting the power shut off maintenance, so what excuse to see long lists, expect to see it be overrated, but go to a serial killer movie. I mean, if you go in expecting the scariest movie in a decade, of course it will disappoint you and be overrated. Just go in expecting a serial killer movie. Just go in expecting that, and you'll have a good time. Most of these clips are pulled from my Patreon live streams. I do about 6 live streams every single month. For $2 per month, $20 per year, you can get access to all the exclusive videos and live streams. For $5 per month, you get your name on my end card. At the top tier, you get a 30-minute video chat with me each month. The link down below in the description has more information.